guys, I am back in Roblox Wild Horse Islands, and today I will be hunting on the two Bow Islands. And I will be telling my tips and tricks to IUH hunt. I've only caught one IUH in my whole life, but I sold it for something that wasn't worth it because I was new to Wild Horse Islands. The low T Islands is of course forest and blizzard. There's no meaning or reason for hunting on mainland, but around events that could be pretty good for you, because I have caught a lot of events on mainland, but as usual you don't get an island unique hairs from hunting on mainland. But I hope Wild Horse Islands will add the island unique hair about mainland. Okay, so let's get into the actual video. So the first tip is a private island. It will help a lot, trust me. But I know some people do not have a private island and like this borrowing their friends' private island. I remember when I did that. I was borrowing my friends. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry. Yeah, but it is really much worth it. It's pretty much because then nobody will steal your, or not technically yours, but the good horses and like IUHs if you are in a public server. So it will help a lot. But as usual, you have to pay 49 Robux each month, and it is worth it. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is I at least usually start with one of the low T islands and then the mid T islands, which is Royal and Desert. These are obviously the low T's and mountain. Sorry, I almost forgot mountain. Yeah. So Royal, Desert and Mountain is the mid T islands. So I would usually pick like Royal or one of them, and I would also recommend starting with the mid T islands and then the lows and then the high T's. So the high T islands is obviously Jungle, Lunar and Volcano Island. So I have gotten a bit more luck on Lunar because I've gotten a lot events during the, for example, the spring events or any of the events actually. I've been getting a lot of luck, which is pretty great actually, because I need a lot of luck. And I was planning on having a giveaway. Yeah. Tip number 3. Okay. Tip number 3 is, it's not really a tip, but I want you guys to have a reminder that horses spawn in when you actually own the island. That's when horses spawn in. So when you're not on the island, horses are not there. Okay, now we'll actually go on tip number 3. Tip number 3. Using So we'll go on the hunting horses. I would recommend an Arabian or thoroughbred, as if so, the thoroughbred has more speed and can have the max speed, but Arabians have more stamina. That could have the most stamina, which is pretty great too. Yeah. So yeah. And wait. Tip number 4. Okay, so tip number 4 is I recommend at least to use some special type of tack. I would recommend using the fancy dressage bridle and like a jumping saddle because it has more speed, and a barrel saddle. I meant saddle pad when I said jumping saddle. Yeah. But if you guys want more tips and tricks on these videos and IUH hunting and stuff, I can make more about like mid-tier islands, high-tier islands, or even all of them. And remember, I will do a giveaway soon for the horse that I got scammed on. It's still a good horse, so I will still give that one away. Okay, tip number 5. Keep the lasso out while you're hunting, because then you can like see from a bit far away like how many hits it takes. And for example, if it's like an island in the UK and you're hunting on a mountain, and the horse is like above you, and you look above you, you can like see how many hits it can take. So you just have to follow that, and it will lead you to the horse that you want to capture. So I recommend having your lasso out at every time, because that's a good tip. Okay, we'll move on to tip number 6. So tip number 6 is to always, and I mean always, mass capture. I would say that this should have been the number 1 tip because it's the best tip ever, so for me, and I think like every other Wild Horse Hunters YouTuber would probably agree with me. Okay, so we will move on to tip number 7. These are my tips. And yeah, you might have probably seen a bit from Lemon Plays Online, or Pepsi Plays Online, or Whimsy, or Trakeytron, because I usually have a lot in common about IUH capturing with other YouTubers that I really like. Yeah, so let's move on to tip number 7, I think. I don't know, but it's at least a tip. Tip number 7. If there's a herd on an island, I recommend having like a prismatic or moonstone or a perfect lasso. That's what it's called. Because even if you have like one perfect lasso, I know I have quite a lot of them. They do cost Robux, or you can be super lucky and find them out in market stands or trade for them, or complete quests like I do. Yeah. So I recommend doing that because when there's a herd, it might be an IUH there. So and herds usually have like around 270 if so. And it doesn't take away your lasso, you still get to keep it. So that's one of my highest recommended tips, because it's a really, really good tip. You should always be doing that. If there's a herd on the island, if there's a high tier herd like a Shire herd, a Clydesdale herd, a Frisian herd, an Arabian herd, or a Percheron herd. Yeah, that's the high tiers. But it could be really good. It could be an island UK in that herd. Okay, so let's move on to tip number 8. Tip number 8. Okay, so tip number 8, I recommend doing this, but I don't think people really have this as much as I do. If you're bored and you're IUH hunting, I recommend like watching something on the side. Like I have a TV right in front of me, and I can like IUH hunt on my PC or my phone or my iPad. Yeah, but I'm doing that right now. Actually, I'm watching Whimsy IUH hunting. But those are my tips and tricks. But as of for now, tell me if I missed some tips, because maybe I can explain those in one of my videos. But remember, keep in mind, I will be doing a giveaway to a lucky winner, and I will not be announcing the winners before we hit 1,015 subscribers. We are really close. Like, what if I already have? What if we have hit that already? I will check. Or I will say 1,020. Then I can add some accessories. But for now, I'll just leave it like that. I'll be explaining more because right after this video, I will be making the giveaway. And you have 2 weeks to sign up and tell me your username. Yeah, we're not talking about that now. But as of for now, these are my tips and tricks. I recommend using those. Yes. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you all have a nice day. And I hope you learned much from this. I hope this helped a lot, and good luck with Island Unique hunting. So for now, goodbye.